Hello to my Leos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your reading for the generational planet. I was thinking about Saturn. Okay, because we have 5 planets that are currently retrograde. Saturn is one. Uranus is one. That's retrograde. Chiron is retrograde. Mercury is retrograde, and Neptune are retrograde. I was also looking at something with Neptune as well. So happy new moon in Sagittarius. Happy new moon in Sagittarius. When the moon is in Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, like what's on the horizon. You want to make sure your mind is on the good things, like moving forward, right? There's no such thing as perfect, but you want to focus on the good. You want to focus on the good and not the bad. A lot of people are getting messages about people and assuming this and assuming that, right? So a lot of people think they got secret haters and they don't. So Source wants you to focus on love. Source wants you to focus on love. You'll notice that a lot of people are telling on themselves without actually telling on themselves. So they're doing sneaky behind the scenes stuff. They may be saying stuff to you in private, but they would not say it openly. They would not say it openly publicly, right? Because why would they say it publicly when somebody's never done something to them, somebody has never done anything to them. So Source is saying to you, before you make any kind of a judgment, because again, I'm saying this because Pluto is in Aquarius, you want to make sure you're no respecter of person and hear all sides of everything. All sides of everything. Set an intention. Start packing. Your new dream home is loading. Your new dream home is loading, right? New dream home is loading. What's coming to mind whenever I see this is, when people first move into a house, and they go through, especially if the house is not like brand new, like if it's not brand like where they're like bringing the materials, like where they actually you the first and only person that's ever lived in that house, right? Let's say you're moving in to a home that was previous lived in, and they have to go through inspections and go through all of that, right? You want to make sure that somebody is not just giving you it's like barely meeting the standards, like just barely meeting the requirements to pass, right? So that you can move in. Then by the time you move in, it's not that long after you move in, you got to do all this repair, that repair, this and that repair, right? And I'm thinking about, myself when I say this. Just looking at, like, I was looking at some old documentation of like an inspection that was done on a home from my own past, and I was like, the amount of work they had to go into it. I was like, okay, these people should be like these people should be sued. Like, what the heck is going on here, right? So let's get into it. Somebody is packing for a new home. New dream home is loading for you all. So congratulations there. All right. You're thinking about the horizon. What's in your future? What's on the horizon? Good luck, good future. Good fortune, all those things. So sometimes you can be so excited about the physical, right? And I'm speaking to myself. I was so excited about, I was like, oh my, this is just perfect, right? This is just perfect. And didn't see what was underlying. Like, did not see what was underlying. And I think a lot of people get taken advantage of that way. Like, what the heck? What the Hail Mary full of grace is going on? So looking at this right here, sometimes you get, so here we have the Four of Pentacles here. You're learning how to be more conservative with your time. This is a current situation. You're learning how to be more conservative with your time and not just focusing on the outer appearance, right? Not focusing on the outer appearance, not just focusing on like kind of where somebody came from, their family, right? That's not always the best picture to get from someone's family of who a person is. You can talk directly to them. When you can talk directly to them, right? And so somebody secretly talked to your family about something, about you trying to conserve time. They're trying to find out something about you, but they talk to your family, Leo, instead of talking to you. Like, what? Why would somebody talk to your family when they got you right in their face? That's odd, right? That would be odd. Do you like, well, why didn't they just call me? Why didn't they just talk to me? Why didn't they just ask me? Right? So see, people are doing some stuff behind your back, secretly asking about you. You know, like, why do you hold on to family so much? Well, like, why do you hold on so tight? Why? Right? Why didn't they just ask you? That would seem like it would be the right thing to do, right? Why? Challenge here. You're trying to see something from a higher frequency. You're trying to see something from a higher frequency. Excuse the noise. Matter of fact, let me put this on pause until the vacuuming stops. All right. Okay. Yeah, so you're trying to see something from a higher frequency, and I feel like you've resolved something within yourself as far as family is concerned. Like, why you see people say they don't let their kids spend the night over other people's houses. You see why some people, but a lot of it also can happen to do with people practicing dark magic as well, right? Different forms of it. People's family into dark magic, right? Because looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving. I always tell people on my channel, you know, please do not practice dark magic, because whatever energy sent out is going to come back to them, right? It's going to come back to them. You don't even have to worry about something. It's going to come back. Everybody has experienced receiving karma. Everybody has, because it's whatever energy, karma or dharma, whatever energy you send down to the universe comes back to you. So somebody is a hardworking person. Here's a Knight of Pentacles here. And so you're starting from the ground up, because somebody thought that somebody was a part of a team. Somebody was talking like they were a part of a team, possibly in some kind of dark whatever. And like I said, looks can be deceiving. So I'll share something with you all. Like, okay, there was a spiritual leader years ago that got accused of something, and I just put it there. They were accused of something. So I don't know whether it was true or not, but I just know that the energy, I just immediately started praying for the person, because I wasn't really sure whether something was true or not. I had no idea whether something was true or not. Like, how would I know if something was true or not? Because it was something from, I guess, long ago, before I even knew the person. And so my prayers were for both energies, like both, whoever was involved, I'll just put it that way, whoever was involved in something. But it did not make me, when you experience some kind of hurt in church, because it was deeply painful for a lot of people, because this person was really, really loved. And really respected. It doesn't make, some people may say, you know what, that's it. I'm leaving my relationship with God, higher power, source. And some people say, no, I'm just leaving that. But I'm never leaving my relationship with God, higher power, higher source. But it also puts people on a path to their purpose of exposing darkness and not wanting to be around. Like, it literally opens your eyes to make you say, okay, everything that glitters is not gold. I'm serious, y'all. Everything that glitters is not gold. You're like, okay, you had to be walking around in a trance, like, okay, kind of like, everything seemed like it was just fine. Like, I had no idea so-and-so was going on, because again, it was just the underbelly of some things that was going on. Yeah. So somebody started having nightmares. Somebody started waiting. This is what you have in common. Yeah. This is Nine of Swords. The recent past. Somebody started having nightmares, because you're starting to hear things that's jogging your memory something is jogging your memory from the past, right? And so you're starting from the ground up. I always tell people, nothing is going to make me leave my relationship with higher power, source, God, right? With my Savior, nothing is going to make me leave my relationship with that. But exposing darkness, yeah, everybody has a purpose. Every single person has a purpose, and some people would rather you shut up. They would rather you shut up. Oh my God, don't expose it, 'cause we worked hard for this. We don't expose that. No. Yeah. The spiritual leader who and it wasn't well, I ain't exposing nobody, because I didn't have to. We were on the receiving end of hearing the news. I'll just say we the people that was sitting out, we were just on the receiving end of hearing something. And still, I don't know whether something was true or not. I don't need to know all the details. I just immediately went into praying for somebody. So this is about family. This is about family. And so somebody is starting to hear, this is why we keep our family away from certain people, places, and things. But everybody's on their path and everybody's on their journey of learning. And that is the beauty of Mercury being retrograde. I didn't have a bad experience as a kid in church, right? We're talking about in terms of family or ancestry, but I learned a lot of things as an adult that I look at through a totally different lens now. I mean, totally different lens. Completely different lens. And I'm like, OMG, 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 right? This year, 2025, right? 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, right? And how things were created. Looking at your reading here, like I said, you're packing, your new dream home is loading for you all. And the stuff that how people are created. Like here we have the Queen of Swords here. I see somebody now sitting on their throne, this could be a man or woman, right? See somebody now sitting on their throne saying you have a whole lot in common. Because when you're a kid, you feel like, okay, you're surrounded by people, you feel protected, you feel like, I would hope, and if somebody had a bad experience, I'm sending you lots of love and light your way. But somebody is working really, really hard, and what they're talking about is some of the nightmares that people have actually gone through. And so, but they're saying it from a high frequency. And that's what a lot of people have in common. Like, you don't want to be a part of certain things. Some people are called to actually go down to a lower frequency to let people know, hey, you may have had a horrible experience, but guess what? You may have had a horrible experience, but you can do the work. You can do the work and wake up from a nightmare. You can do the work and wake up from that nightmare. Wake up from the nightmare. So, a lot of people looking at the cards here, and this is with respect to you. And I'm looking at the number 4 here. This could be in all 4 parts of your life, right? This could be in your etheric body. This is in the first auric layer. When we're talking about health and tribe and like the people that you were around, you could have had a horrible experience with the people that you were around in an organization. Your job, right here, work right here. You see this horse right here? It could have been a real dark experience you had on your job. But only you know, source is saying only you know if you know who you need to cut off to stop the nightmares, who and what you need to cut off to stop the nightmares. I don't practice dark magic at all. I expose it. There's a big difference. There's a big difference, but you got to learn about it to expose it. There's plenty of people out here practice. As soon as they get mad, they go straight to the darkness. You want karma to come back in a way that you never thought it would come back? Practice it. Practice dark magic if you want to. So I encourage everybody to start learning. Really, really start learning. Don't go by what you heard. Pick up a book. Go to the library. Learn so that you can teach your kids, grandkids, and whoever else. It should never be just third party, because some of the stuff that I see now that I did not see, as a kid, I'm like, oh my God. I didn't even know this stuff was out here, and the energies that's doing it in organizations. I was getting ready to say something, but I said, nah, I ain't gonna say it. It's not about a religious organization either. It's about an organization. I was like, nah, just keep it to myself. Because I could write volumes of books on it. But nah, so it's just saying you're learning how to save yourself and instead of letting somebody else save you, right? Because a lot of people out here want other people to save them, but they don't want to put the hard work in and learn themselves. Like learn yourself. Like for real, learn yourself. This is put the work in right here. Water yourself. Do the purging and water yourself. I'm telling y'all, this leader, a message came down about something, and I'm telling you, I was just heartbroken. I ain't gonna lie, I was heartbroken. I was like, oh my God. But it didn't make me, it didn't make, because I don't serve people. I mean, like, y'all don't say, I don't idolize people. I don't make people my God, right? I don't make people my God. Yeah, so I'm seeing success. Another human being would never be my God. But there's some spaces I don't want to be a part of. There's some spaces I just don't want to be a part of. Just because it was a complete nightmare. And you'll know exactly when people looking at your cards here, you'll know who's talking about you because they can't keep your name out of their mouth. They can't keep your name out. Instead of them praying for you, right here, somebody felt like something was their way or the highway. They felt like keeping something from you was going to, and this is what you have in common with people that's working really, really hard at just learning, like, growing and learning to say, okay, in this Sagittarius rules 9th house, by the way. Somebody's learning how to see things from a higher frequency. Sagittarius is a temperance card. It's like some energies really, really try to bring a temper out of you, whoever it is, by trying little stuff here and there, astral projection, saying you do some kind of crazy work. They really want you to be on their team because they feel like you're a compassionate leader, and that's exactly what they need, but it's really to save them. So instead of them doing the shadow work, right, they would rather mirror it. Okay, water is mirror, water is reflected, right? They would rather drain other people. And so a light is shining on something. A light is shining on something. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, Leos, do not turn down your light, because you turning up your light, some energies are I'm telling you, they're going to scatter real quickly because they're going, oh, they shining too bright. Oh, things are moving too fast. Listen. Somebody's getting ready to learn right now who will pray for you and who will pray on you when you decide, hey, you're walking away. You're walking away for something. You're going to find out people are learning right now. You like saving yourself. So you're not going to turn down your light. So yeah, start packing. Your new dream home is loaded. You're not going to turn down. And you shouldn't. You absolutely should not turn down your light. Somebody is in some kind of invisible war with you, right? Saying that you're on some kind of a high horse. Like, what high horse are you on? I say, yeah, what in the world? I see you getting married, and I see your marriage being very successful. I see you being very successful. I don't see, and this is another thing you have in common with people, I don't see you wanting to be married to anybody who wants you to save them. Like, who will want to be in, okay, I'm just reading the cards. I see you getting married, but you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who wants you to save them. That's what I'm seeing here in the cards, okay? Because that would be a nightmare. That would be a nightmare. Yeah, because we don't have the power to save. Humans are not each other's gods. Looking at the cards here, we don't have the power to save each other. Somebody can be honest with you and tell you up front, hey, look, I don't want to go in that space. I'm not a part of being whatever you're not a part of, because something was a nightmare for them. Somebody can just come straight out and tell you that, right? But somebody is secretly holding on to something because they feel like them holding on to something, they would have something to hang over someone's head to say somebody did some kind of work and they saved them from something. Y'all know what I'm saying? It would be like a person that you were married to. Leos, it'd be like a person that you were married to that had image of you without any clothes on, for instance, and they holding on to something to show other people and say, oh, they're part of some kind of work or something, or like something that you all may have been involved in private, and them using something against you later on, saying that they saved you from something, right? That would be asinine for a person to say. I know when I worked for federal service, I was already making 6 figures. If anybody during my life in that time would ever say they saved me from anything, they would be telling a bold-faced lie. They'd be telling a bold-faced lie, saving somebody from something. So something is already, something about wherever you are in your life, something in your life, you've seen some black ravens. You've seen some black ravens, and you saying, well, ravens are black, but you've seen some ravens, and you're just saying, you know what, I got to do the groundwork. I got to do the groundwork. I got to do it from the ground up, because I'm not turning my light down. Forget that, because you shouldn't. We're not each other's gods, for real. We're not each other's gods. I've been in spaces where, as an adult, in spaces where traditionally people would say certain things about certain women, but those have been the women who have really, really helped me significantly in those spaces. Don't have to say who they were or what they were, that have helped me significantly in those spaces. And I've been in spaces where looking at that, where guys were not what people said they were, like in a negative sense, right? So something is on a case-by-case thing. It's not like you're looking at an entire organization to save somebody. Yeah, it's not like somebody looking for, it's like almost like your whole family saying, we got to keep this one close because Leo is over there married to the devil, right? Like what? This right here, I see you getting married, and I see it being very, very successful, right? But that would be like somebody's exes saying, yeah, I married them to save them from some kind of dark magic that they were in. Source is trying to tell somebody that there's always another side of something, and somebody from your past was jealous of you. Somebody from your past, and I'm talking about somebody you were in a relationship with, whoever you are, Leos, they were jealous of you, and now that's the only story they can go with, because that's the only link to you that they have. That's the only link. That's the only thing they can talk about. That's all they can talk about. It's almost like if you married to somebody, right? You married to somebody. That's why you don't want to marry somebody that you're trying to save, unless you got an ego problem. Until you married to somebody that you got to save from something. It's okay. Now that people have gone their separate ways, right? You stand on your family last name, and they stand on their family last name. Okay, you think you saving somebody? You a hardworking person. You can stand on your own. That's what I'm seeing here. You can stand on your own. Somebody went to your family to find out, some stuff about you, and you're starting to see something from a higher frequency, because it's what you have in common with some people. You like all the hard work that you put in, and somebody talking about they saved you from something. Whoever you are, Leo, you like, they must be bugging. Like, I'm saved from who and what? Because you don't want to be a part of their team? Okay, let whoever think whatever. That's what I'm seeing here in your cards. So that's the external influence. External influence is somebody said you have a high, what is it? Like you have you on your high horse when it comes to marriage. Basically, you need to lower your standards. I don't think so. You saved yourself, if anything. Something was a nightmare. Something was a complete nightmare for you. Trying to put on a superhuman cape, and I gotta go save this person. Every time I turn around, I gotta, go save this person from this and save this person from that. Child, please. Something was purely a transaction. Looking at the cards here, something was purely a transaction. I mean, and that's it. And the sooner somebody understand that their team, because that's their love language. That's what they're starting out with money. Starting out with money. That's what somebody's starting to learn right now. It's like, okay, what is their love language? What is their love language? And so when somebody coming in, they got their own. I'm telling y'all, somebody is getting ready to start asking questions about somebody's work, what kind of work they do. Somebody is getting ready to open up and start talking to somebody like, what kind of work did you do in the past? You know, how did you make your money? Like, you know, how are you with money? Like in terms of saving your money, are you conservative with money? Somebody is getting ready to start really talking about their situation with money. Start talking about their situation with money. Because the worst thing to do is to end up in a relationship with a person who is horrible with money. They're poor with managing money, mismanaging their money. Because why? They feel like they got to take care of their whole family. Very different from trying to help somebody, like trying to help their adult child. That's very, very different. Because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in it, you enabling somebody, right? I don't believe in enabling somebody. But I'm talking about somebody helps they give their whole family money. Like we all in this together, and they paying all their whole family bills. Those things need to be talked about up front. They need to be talked about up front. Somebody was jealous of somebody's son. If you have a son, somebody could have been jealous of your son. And thought, okay, you gave them too much. You enabling somebody's son too much. Like, what? Are you kidding? Like, okay, what I'm seeing here, or somebody could have been jealous of you, Leo. You could be somebody's son, right? And somebody could be jealous of you, or you could just be the light in somebody's life, right? And somebody in your mother's life. This is mother. This energy is mother, and you were trying to help somebody. It's literally like again, I don't believe in enabling people. I don't believe in enabling people, but somebody has gone through nightmares. Somebody has gone through nightmares. I remember when my son was little, every time I turned around, I was going up to the school because somebody was trying to bully, playing these stupid bullying games. And I'm not about bullying. Bullies are cowards. They are cowards. Because he didn't have any, siblings to, help him out. So here we have the Two of Pentacles here. Source is balancing some things out for you. Source is balancing some things out for you. So you have love coming across your path. You have love coming across your path. You have marriage coming across your path. But some people don't ever want to tell a backstory. Somebody from their past, whoever you are, could have been somebody you were thinking about marrying, Leo, or somebody you could have been married to. Whoever you are, doesn't matter, man or woman, wants to, has this, I believe you're supposed to save me from something financially complex or whatever the case may be, instead of just being more conservative when it comes to their money. Like instead of being more conservative when it comes to their money. So instead of helping one person out and having a conversation about, it's like, okay, so-and-so, let's say, for instance, you have 5, 6, 7 kids, whatever. And one of them, I'm looking at the number 9%. Somebody could have 9 kids. Let's say one of them is really going through a hard time. They're going through a nightmare and they need some help. They working really, really hard, but they really, really just need some help. Help is not going to always be in the financial sense, because that's what I'm seeing here, because I see somebody getting married, but I do see kids in the picture here. It's not going to always be in the financial sense. Sometimes it's just, let's just sit down and let's help you learn how to budget. Like let's if you got to get Accounting for Dummies, like one of those books, or like, and of course we're not talking about for like somebody is like having mental issues, but we're talking about those types of books where it breaks it down. It's very clear, it's concise. Well, let's start from the ground up. Let's help with something. Versus you marrying somebody and they secretly, every time you get paid, they literally filtering money out to their whole family. And you're like, okay, but wait a minute. I thought this and I thought that. So somebody is now looking at Somebody is learning. Somebody is learning. That's why somebody is so so conservative when it comes to their money, because they've had so much stuff taken from them. They've literally had things taken from them. Yeah. And just made to feel worthless. Everything they worked hard for was just snatched and taken from them because there's a jealous somebody involved in something. Somebody is jealous. Yeah. That would be like a parent jealous of their own kid's paycheck or their money, or the fact that somebody really wants to, this is what somebody could have in common. Somebody, every time you turn around, every time you give your kids something and they go to the other parent's house, you could have been married to somebody, right? They come back and they feeling lower and lower and lower. Everything that you give them is always taken away from them. And they feel like they can't, you can't bring that in here. You can't bring this in here. You can't bring that in here. It came from there because they want to become across. Very narcissistic. Very narcissistic. So yeah, start packing. Your new dream home is loading. And keep your business off of the internet. Keep your business off of the internet. I would not put my marriage online. I would not put my relationship online. Nope. Nope. So, I would not put that online. People would not know. They could speculate, talk, assume, whatever, but they would not know. Some experiences have been a complete nightmare because somebody was so jealous. Like I said, if every relationship that you've been in, and I need y'all to hear me loud and clear. If every relationship you've been in, you got so much in common with somebody that you get married to. I don't know who you talk, whoever it is. If every relationship you've been in, somebody was jealous of your kids and they just wanted them out of the picture, and they were jealous of your kids from the time they were 5 years old. Jealous. They got to always be the center of attention. You get your kids something, they want something. It's exhausting. It is literally exhausting. Somebody's now seeing something from a higher frequency now as to why somebody is, like seems like because somebody don't know a full picture about something. Somebody don't know a full picture about something. Every time somebody, you can't bring that in here. Always made to feel worthless. It's like somebody's been on get back time for years. Whoever this is, they've been on get back time for, you can't bring that in here. That came from your mom or dad's house. You can't bring that in here for years. So now somebody's starting to see why, somebody's starting to see something from a higher frequency, because a light is being shined on a secret, on a family secret. You can't bring that in here if it's from your mom or dad's side or house. You can't bring that in here. You can't bring that in here. So by the time somebody gets to be an adult, they look like they've been enabled, when really they've been made to feel lower than low. That's what somebody is starting to see. They've been made feel lower than low, and that seed was planted. You're just seeing a grown-up version. That seed was planted a long time ago. You're just seeing a grown-up version. And one or two things will happen. Either they say, I don't want to be invited, or I'll do anything to be invited. Because it's not really them that wants to be saved. It's the parent that wants to be saved. Until y'all talk to some people who are jealous of their own kids, and I'm for real, like jealous of their own kids, for real. Until you talk to some people who for real are jealous of their own kids, when they really want to be a part of something, they make their kids do anything to be a part of something. Literally anything. And then you have the parents that as soon as their kids say they want to be a part of something, they say, okay, they'll learn everything about it to be a support system for them. And that is the reason why some people keep their kids close. They're like, nah. They may not be some people keep their kids physically close, but some people are like, nah, they ain't going nowhere. They don't want to be a part of certain things. Not because it's just, I mean, whatever. But they've seen enough. They've seen enough to say thank you, but no thank you. So somebody is starting to, you're starting to be more conservative with your time because you are a compassionate leader. Whoever you are, you're a compassionate leader, and you've gone through your own nightmares. So something is like coming right to you. Here we have wings of love, wings of light, 36. Yeah. You're starting to see something from a higher frequency. Rise into the light. Liberation from all limitations. Yeah. Yeah, when you see these parents that's jealous of their kids, it's sad. It's really, really sad. They don't want to, they feel like if the other parent don't want to have anything to do with them, then they're going to make the child feel worthless. Like really, really feel worthless. And they feel like if they hold on to the kid in the physical sense, and that's just some people. That's not, that we're not talking about like adults making their own decision. But that's the reason why some people, looking at the cards here, because it was just a nightmare dealing with their whole family. It was a nightmare. Yep. So here we have sacral chakra. You totally got this, whatever it is. Yep. So congratulations on somebody getting married. Looking at your cards here. I do see you being more conservative with your time. And something is starting to make a lot of sense to you in terms of just being successful. You know, something is making a lot of sense to you in terms of just being successful with whatever your calling is on your life. Somebody is and source is balancing somebody. Source puts somebody in your life to help balance you out. So their worth, so you're paying attention more to your person, and you're keeping your person close, because whatever the call is on your life, source is saying your energy is very attractive. Whoever you are, Leos, your energy is very, very attractive. That's why you're going to keep your person close to your family, close to your whoever your person is, you're getting married to, because what they have for you, they are very meticulous. They're very, very meticulous and very detailed when it comes to that type of a spirit of people who are looking for people to save them. Talking about adults that's looking for people to save them, but won't go to therapy and won't go to counseling for some help. That's one way. But looking for other people to be their God. It's no way. So Angel Gabrielle, the angel messenger of God, is with you. And so you're leaving something behind. I don't know who or what you leave behind, but first red flag, pray and meditate. Pray and meditate. You're letting go and letting God. Yeah, so somebody wants the best for you. And somebody has a very prideful spirit. And so you are protected and loved. Protected and loved. So you're listening to your intuition. Yeah, a lot of parents want to make sure, because I'm looking at this right here. I can't say all, I can't speak for everybody. A lot of parents want to make sure that their kids are well equipped before they move out, mentally, physically, emotionally, and all four things. When I'm looking at the number 4, are covered, so they don't have to keep moving back in. They're not telling them to get out the house at 18 years old and all that other mess. Here we have third eye chakra cleanse. They want to make sure, okay, you need to go to school, I'll help you with that. If you need a vehicle, I'll help you with that. I'll help you, but I'm also going to help you learn how to budget. You know, I'm going to help you with this, I'm going to help you with that, because you already know how difficult is out there. And so somebody being jealous of that's a problem. Especially if you're dating somebody or you're in a relationship, that is a problem. They gotta go. They gotta go. They can forget that. Y'all just dating. And then they gotta go. Somebody has not been completely honest. Yeah. Sometimes you don't find out. For some people that I've talked to, they don't find out until after they've been married. You have the gift of clairaudience, clear listening. Still, they gotta go. That you ain't signed up for that. Jealous of somebody's kid, you trying to help somebody out. And the reason somebody's jealous is because they feel like, okay, nobody helped them, so why are you working so hard to help your son, or you're helping your daughter out? You're not enabling somebody. You're trying to give somebody a helping hand so that they don't have to keep coming back 5,000 times asking for stuff because they don't know how to manage their money. You're trying to help somebody. So that's what I'm seeing here. So it's time to expand your brand. Whoever it is, it's time to expand your brand. Somebody's ex wants to return. Child. Anyway, I don't know whose ex that is, but that's what I'm seeing here in your cards. So you're going to feel very, very lucky or blessed and highly favored. However you feel, somebody's been looking on the horizon, looking forward to keeping your family close, because it's always something else to something as to why somebody does not want to be around somebody's family. And somebody didn't even ask. They just went right into assuming, okay, this person, they hold on too tight to something. Too much gossiping going on instead of just having a face-to-face conversation with somebody. They don't even know what's going on. Too much gossiping going on. And they talking to the very energies that caused the nightmares. So source is saying you're saving yourself. You are saving yourself. So whoever this is, you are protected in your love. Yeah, so here we have creativity and inspiration. So yeah, somebody is getting a different picture being painted, right? So that's what I'm seeing here in your cards. Yeah. In other words, some people want their family kept close to them, but they don't. When other people say, "Nah, this isn't for me," and they move on, they almost like they want to end somebody. They want to send somebody through a rebirth. This person no longer exists. That's horrible to do. That's horrible to do. It's like, okay, let's say if you're married, because I'm looking at this carriage, this horse and carriage here, you're married to somebody, and if the parents break up and there's kids involved and there's a new person involved, somebody has seen it happen time after time after time. When you're sitting back, that's why I want y'all to pay attention. When you're dating somebody, pay attention, because a lot of people don't learn it until after it happens. Pay attention to how the family talks about the birth mother or father. Do they talk about them like they're dead? Literally, do they talk? That's a destiny swap, because they're already looking like, okay, well, this is for appearance sake only. We're about to swap this person out. This person doesn't exist anymore. So something has been a complete nightmare, and a lot of people have the same thing in common. These copycat energies. So now somebody's looking for somebody to save them. That's what this is here. That's what somebody's looking for, somebody to save them. This is a general reading. Take only what resonates with you. Here we have, yeah. And somebody, look, now somebody's saying this person is arrogant. They're trying to do mirror magic. You see this person stepping on this mirror and breaking the glass. Just crazy. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. Learn about it, but do not practice that mess. Somebody is mad. Because somebody looking in the mirror and now it's just hitting them. Oh my God, I guess I do look like somebody. It's hitting somebody. Like somebody didn't even want to put the work in for themselves to even and everybody has a type. But somebody says, okay, you know what? I want to do the mirror. Somebody's like, okay, just in case you can say, somebody say, oh, you look just like your mom, or you look like your dad, knowing good well that's not somebody's mother or somebody's father. I would never try to replace my son's father. Never. He always heard that growing up. It's like, you don't have another father. You only have one. Somebody trying to come into your life and trying to play like they're your father, they gone instantly. Instantly they gone. I don't play that mess. Somebody even saying you can call me dad. No, they cannot. No, they can't. So what you're dealing with, looking at the cards here, y'all, is a family. Y'all, somebody is dealing with a family of people who are just, like I said, just a nightmare. They are a nightmare. And somebody is just now waking up to something. King of Swords. Yeah, King of Swords. Somebody is just now waking up to something. Copycat energies. They looking at everywhere they look. Well, let me see what your ex looks like. Well, dang, we look like we can be related. Same mustache and everything. Same facial hair, chin hairs. Child are just a mess. A whole mess. And then got the audacity to be mad at people. So source is saying you're saving yourself because you're looking at, it's deeper than just the outer appearance. It's deeper than just the outer appearance. And somebody is passing that down generationally to their kids. It's like, okay, I know you have a particular type, but make sure you've completely healed from that energy in their family and nightmare, because you're not just replacing, just copy and paste. Right? That's what somebody's passing down generationally in their family. Like, you don't have to, I know you got a particular type, but make sure you got all the bases covered, right? The etheric body, that's the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra. So the etheric body, the auric layer, the first one is the tribe, like who they hanging out with. Is the person in their family, since you're going through a rebirth, are they hanging around the same people? So y'all got the whole lot of same people in common. So you reliving nightmare after nightmare after nightmare. Same people in common. Same group of people in common. So every time you turn around, you're hearing about the same old. Like, but somebody is saving themselves. Somebody is saving themselves. So good for you. So yeah, something is broken. Something is broken, right? Obstacles and challenges. So you're moving on. Child, why in the world? I heard Maya's song, I'm moving on. But yeah, so that's what somebody's doing. Somebody's moving on. Somebody said, you know what? Something is broken. You know, something is really, really broken. And so, yeah, keep your relationships, if you can. I mean, unless you're a person who's really famous, then good luck with that, because people popping out of bushes with cameras. But if you can, it's as sacred as possible, because there are some people out here that have really healthy marriages, really healthy relationships. Because they've been able to protect, they've been able to keep their person close to them, away from, what their person told them was a nightmare, was a complete nightmare. They were able to keep their person. That's all they had to do was like, okay, if you can just keep me away from them, identify who's who, then I'm good. That's what your person is saying. Whoever your person is, just keep me away from certain energies, and they're good. They're not looking for somebody to save them. Some people, I'm telling y'all, some of your exes, ex-friends, ex-love interests, ex-whomever wouldn't even do you the favor of identifying certain people that you told was a nightmare. They wouldn't even do that much. And can't figure out for the life of you why you don't want to have anything to do with them. So you're feeling really lucky that a lot of people have the same thing in common. A lot of people have the same thing in common. You're just like, oh my God. So yeah, you're definitely moving on. You're definitely moving on. So yeah, somebody in your life, you're moving on to people who are a lot more meticulous. Like somebody who is a lot more meticulous and a lot more, whoever this is, detailed, because that's going to be worth more to you when somebody is a lot more meticulous and being detailed. And okay, when you step through this door, I'm gonna help identify this, and this, and be real clear, right? Instead of looking like they want to be your savior from something, or you're their savior from something. You're just saying, hey, I'm just identifying, and that's it. A fiery climax approaches. Oh boy, somebody has a moon in Aries. You could have a moon in Aries. But you're believing in the impossible. Something comes along once in a blue moon. All this gatekeeping mess. Listen, if you really love somebody for real, if you really love somebody, you will want to make sure mentally and physically, emotionally, they are safe. You want to make sure they're safe. Whether it's your kids, your spouse, your parents, whomever. You want to be able to say, okay, you told me that certain things were a nightmare for you. Okay, well, we can avoid that. Or if we go, you just give me the signal and we out. Some people won't even do that. Somebody right now is like, oh, I was just playing. Somebody wants to come back into your space, Leo. They was, I was just joking. I was just playing when I said such and such. No, they weren't playing. They was hoping that you would just, you know, I don't know what somebody was hoping for. Who knows what they were hoping for? Child. People get mad. People get mad when people get exposed. Because a hit dog will holler. I was watching something on YouTube the other day, and y'all know how people walk up to the microphone and they ask whoever's sitting on the panel. It's not like, I don't want to say panel of judges, but it was like a group of people standing on a stage, and they would like talking about relationship advice, marriage, dating, side people, all of that stuff, right? And so this woman steps up to the microphone. Y'all may have seen it. This woman steps up to the microphone and she's asking questions about taking her, I want to say she was taking her husband back or boyfriend or somebody back. And I guess based on how it ended, how the episode ended, it was supposed to be women only, maybe, to just come in there and get some advice from both men and women on the panel, who knows. But the husband, he jumped up like boing, boing, boing. He came to the microphone. And so another man had to basically check him, like, okay, she came, your wife or girlfriend, I guess the girlfriend or wife came up to the microphone to ask a question because she genuinely wanted some help. She really wanted some help from people who were qualified. I guess some of the people on the panel may be therapists, I guess, or had their degrees in psychology. And somebody was just basically just don't know the guy, didn't know him, and they were just basically giving advice to somebody, and his spirit hollered. Basically, it called it out. It called that spirit out. So source is saying something is broken because somebody is basically treating you like, because they know you're somebody who's once in a blue moon. Whoever you are, they treating you, they know you just a once in a blue moon situation. And somebody feel like when you walk out that door, only time you get some kind of a rise out of them is when you about to leave. I mean, but what is it before you about to leave? I mean, are they just... Child, who knows? Anyway, I see you being a prayer warrior. That's what I'm saying for your cards. That's what I'm saying for your cards. So congratulations to somebody's getting married in business or getting married in love, but you saved yourself because, again, you're not trying to be around somebody who's too prideful. Whoever the energy is, they projected that onto you, that you're this prideful energy. You want too much light. You want to shine too bright. Like, what you supposed to do? You rule by the sun. Lord have mercy. You rule by the sun. I mean, anyway, that's what I have for you all. Leos, keep shining bright. Shine brighter. Because source will expose immediately really who is intimidated by your light and who is clapping. Who is clapping? I'm telling you, somebody else who's operating in their purpose is not intimidated by your light. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. And I do have some more information. I did some filming the other day to upload, because that's why people get missed Wednesday's video. But there's some more videos over on the knowledge channel side for those of you all. But this is a general reading. Take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, I am doing donation readings for the rest of the year. So go check it out. And I look forward to talking to everybody. But yeah, somebody is basically saying somebody is arrogant. Blah, blah, blah. Something about somebody getting fired, because I'm seeing fire on this card. That's what I'm seeing here. Whatever. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful, and I will see you all in the next video. But yeah, some kind of fiery climax approaches. Like, some people, like, they like preying on people. Whoever this is, when people walk out that door, they like preying on somebody. Like saying yeah, don't get caught up in all of that mess. Don't get caught up in all of that mess. Don't, like I told you. I never heard whoever this spiritual, this religious leader is, I never heard anybody say anything bad about them behind their back after some kind of an announcement was made. Like I said, I eventually left, but it didn't make me leave my relationship with source, with the higher power. But I have been in places when people leave, you start hearing about, you hear from the very people that they were in circles with, like negative stuff about them. It's just like, wait a minute, I thought y'all was, okay, maybe y'all weren't, I don't know. That's a turn off. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.